Squad, what it? Hey Brooklyn Squad, what it do, y'all? Hey Brooklyn Squad, what it do, y'all? Hey Brooklyn Squad, what it do, y'all? Let me get my notebook. Hey Stream Element, what's up, Michelle? What is up? I miss y'all, babies. Yes, I sure did. I'm so happy you're here, Michelle. All right, so let's get right into it. I don't got much time. You cleaning and doing laundry? I gotta cook for the hubby, so I'm gonna get right into it. What's up, Brooklyn Squad? It's your girl Jay, and today we are doing another crime video. Okay, I want to get right into it. So, welcome. Those of you that are new, welcome. Those of you that have been riding with me from day one, like Michelle right here. That's my boo. Welcome, Michelle. Thank you for riding with me from day one. And what I mean by day one, since I had no subscribers, you know what I'm saying? So her and Espresso was my day one goers. So thank you. And those of you that has been with me and have been supporting me and everything, shout out to you guys too. I appreciate you. Stay dangerous, Miss V, Sister Girl, D. You know what I'm saying? There's just you know who you are, Doc. Y'all know who you are. I truly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I got my love for y'all on some real G shit. You feel me? I don't know why this thing keep coming up. Tracy, my girl Tracy. Shout out to her too. Hold on, y'all, because this thing is like, it wants to act a little today. Okay. Lakeisha also, shout out to Lakeisha. She be coming in when she can. She's one of my day one. Also, shout out to Kathy as well. So I do appreciate y'all. Sometimes I be forgetting names, but I don't forget y'all. Trust me when I tell you. All right. Shout out to a lot of other people, man. I'm gonna do a day where I'm gonna give shout outs, and put it on my community wall. I just been really busy. But besides that, I know y'all want to hear the story, right? I cannot show the video. I'm not trying to get striked, okay? But y'all gonna hear the audio. Let's get straight into it. Remember Casey Anthony? Let's show her though, because this story, okay? I know why is this thing doing this? Now, see, I can't see the comments though. I cannot see the fucking comments. All right, that's what I had to do. Okay, there we go. Remember Casey Anthony? I know y'all remember Casey Anthony. Casey. Child. If y'all don't remember Casey Anthony, I'm gonna refresh your memory. First of all, let me get them thumbs up. Hit the notification bell, subscribe to your girl, please. Share my video. Also, I have a Cash App and PayPal that is right there. Give what you can, but please don't give your last. I would never want you to give your last. I don't want your baby kids and your grandkids want to fight me at the age of 5, talking about why you get my lunch money. You know what I'm saying, shorty? I don't need no drama. I don't want to fight no 5 years old little kids. So don't give me your last, okay? Okay. Let me stop. But get what you can. I do appreciate that. And it's just I really do appreciate it. All right. So let's talk about Casey Anthony. Casey Anthony, back in 2000, and I'm looking at my thing right here. 2008. We're going back in 2008. And this is allegedly, and it is in my stream down here. And if you don't know what allegedly is, it's right there where it says Hello Brooklyn Squad Entertainment. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay? Now, when I first found, and the reason I'm bringing her back up is because she decided to pop back up. So, Casey Anthony, we're going to decide to pop you back up on our platform too. Okay? Remember her, y'all? Oh, that ain't Casey Anthony. Hold on. What the fuck? That sure ain't Casey Anthony. Let's let's look at her. Let's look at Casey Anthony. Remember Casey Anthony, y'all? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, let me tell you who Casey Anthony was. Let me tell you who Casey Anthony is, actually, because it's not like she's deceased. Okay? She's not deceased, but her daughter is. Her 2 years old daughter is. Okay? Hold on, y'all. Because I want to make sure I get everything right. The prosecutor stated that allegedly Casey Anthony used chloroform to render her daughter unconscious before putting duct tape over her nose and her mouth to suffocate her. Okay, this is back in 2008. And left Caylee's body in the trunk of her car a few days before disposing her beautiful, innocent body. Now, I'm going to tell you what I remember back in the days, right? I remember a 2 years old, beautiful little girl disappearing. Okay. I remember the 2 years old, beautiful little girl, Caylee, am I saying her name right? Kylie's my grandmother saying that her daughter Kaylee's car smelled it funny. The backseat of her car smelled like a dead body. And she remembers saying it was just trash bags. That was weird. Casey Anthony, who maintained that her 2 years old daughter, Caylee's death was an accident, was acquitted of murder and manslaughter charges back in 2011. I don't believe it either that she got away with this. That is crazy. I couldn't believe it. And I'm going to tell you why we bring her up. Because first of all, we never done the story, right, Michelle? Well, I've never done the story on my channel. And I've been thinking about it and I never done it. And boom, she pops back up because she wants to be seen again. So we're going to pop her ass up too. Now check this out. There's been endless coverages of the years-long investigation and trial, including books written by both the prosecutors who failed to get a conviction and Casey's defense attorney. But the upcoming Peacock documentary, Casey Anthony, Where the Truth Lies, premiering November 29th. That's why we're bringing her up, because she wants to be back on the platform again. She decided to make a documentary on Peacock. One of my favorite TV things is Peacock. Her ass wants to make it, and I didn't even know about this. I'm struggling because I was gonna do missing people, missing cases, and then I'm like, what is going on? Boom! Oh, this is the one. This is what we're gonna talk about. This is what we're gonna be talking about. I said, I can't believe this girl is actually coming on TV to show her face. What happened? You need money? I mean, we all need money. I need money too. But allegedly, I didn't murder my child. Who killed Caylee Anthony? The question still remains more than a decade after 2 years old body was found. And the Casey Anthony is reportedly planning to tell her truth in an upcoming documentary, who may learn even more details. What happened to Caylee? Casey has reportedly been laying low for the past decade, but is now getting ready to really talk deeply about her experience, source told People. Casey spoke about the case once in 2017, but didn't appear on camera. If these reporters are true, this would be the first time Casey has spoken in length about her daughter's death. It will never make sense, exactly, which Michelle, it would never make sense to me either, girl. Casey was acquitted of her daughter's murder, but Caylee's cause of death is still a mystery. The toddler's body was found, and we're going to also hear an audio of her jail cell buddy talking. I found that. So we're going to hear that also. But let's continue. The toddler's body was found stuffed in a plastic bag and buried in the wooden area near Florida's home 5 months after she went missing. I remember that. The murder trial gained national interest, and Casey Anthony became the new O.J. Simpson in the courtroom. The monster mother, as many tabloids described her, was charged with first-degree murder in 2008. To the national press, she was acquitted by a jury in 2011, despite prosecutors' plea for the death penalty. Y'all know what the hell I mean. Anthony was convicted of 4 counts of providing false information to law enforcement officers. Her defense attorney, oh boy, Jose Baez, argued that the toddler accidentally drowned in the family's pool and that her body was disposed by someone else. Who killed Caylee Anthony? The final verdict leaned heavily on the fact that Caylee's cause of death was never determined. Many people believe her mother got away with murder. But if she didn't kill Caylee, who did? While we may never really know the answer to that question, we rounded up 5 theories that could possibly explain what really happened to Caylee Anthony. I really don't give a damn about their theories, but do y'all want to hear the theories? They say they got 5 theories. I want to hear. It's scary how it took so long for them to find her body. It was just down the street. Ain't that a shame? Ain't that a shame? That's a pity. Yeah, babe. Babe, can I cook around 3:30? Yeah. Okay. Mama, I gotta go to sleep. I know. Because it's almost 3 now. Yeah. All right, so I should take y'all around. I should take y'all along with me to cook. You want to hear the theory or you want to hear because I wish I could stay on here forever, y'all. I might have to take y'all along with me to cook. You want to hear the theory or you want to hear, I want to show y'all everything. I just don't have so much time. I wish I had someone up here with me. All right. Oh, damn. What happened? Where the hell? Okay, here we go. 5 theories. Here's the 5 theories that they saying, y'all. Okay. Theory number 1, Caylee actually drowned. Joe Byers provided the courtroom with theories that nobody killed the toddler. He said that she accidentally drowned in the family's pool. How in the world can a mother wait 30 days before never reporting her child missing? He stated. That's insane. That's bizarre. The answer is accidentally relatedly simple. She never was missing. Caylee Anthony died on June 1st in 2008 when she drowned in her family's swimming pool. What? Okay. What? Yeah. Byers went to say that Casey Anthony's father, George Anthony, found the drowned child and told Casey to take care of it. Byers insisted that the family's dysfunctions and Casey's own childhood trauma meant that she felt compelled to cover up her daughter's death rather than report it. What? That's theory 1. Theory number 2. Casey's father, George Anthony, killed her. During a series evaluation prior to trial, Casey told psychiatrist Jeffrey Donzer that her father molested her as a child. You know, I gotta watch what I say because of YouTube. To fuel the theory that George drowned Caylee while trying to molest her, had covered it up. In his book about the case, Byers claimed that Casey and George was home alone that day and Caylee died, and while searching for her daughter, Casey found George holding her body in the pool. They are really sick people. This don't make no sense. Byers claims George immediately began to blame Casey for Carter's death. Byers argued that George found Caylee's dead body in the pool and brought the 2-year-old to her mother in panic. He also speculated that George was doing something to her and tried to cover it up. Theory number 3. Allegedly, Zanny the nanny was actually Xanax and not a real person. What? Child. This shit is crazy. In the month between the late sighting of Caylee alive and her grandmother, Cindy Anthony reported her missing. Casey allegedly told her parents she was being cared for a nanny named Zanny. I remember that, y'all. Y'all remember that? Anthony killed Caylee with Xanax. And then when she claimed that her daughter was kidnapped by her nanny named Zanny, she was actually referring to the drug's nickname. Are they serious? What was not found was Casey Anthony would tell her parents and her boyfriend that they were being taken care of by the nanny Zanny. But I think Zanny the nanny was actually Xanax. I think she was giving her child Xanax, putting her child to sleep so she didn't have to deal with her. Xanax is often referred as Zanny, which could have easily been how Anthony covered it up. Facts that she sedated her own daughter. Now that could be, I believe she probably did get that child some shit like that. Theory number 3. Casey Anthony covered Kylie's face with duct tape to kill her. Although there are conflicts reportings where the duct tape was found on Kylie's body, Oxygen documentary special, The Case of Caylee Anthony, insists that the tape was simply used to hide Kylie's face so her mother wouldn't have to look at the toddler. Former FBI supervisor, Special Agent Jim Elliman, provided a theory that Anthony used the tape to avoid watching her daughter die. It's not determined, but it's a possibility, Sullivan explained, to be instead of doing all that anybody could actually reach across to just a mother and a child like this. Okay, but what is the theory on that? And that was theory number 4. I said theory number 3, I'm sorry. Theory number 5. Anthony accidentally used too much chloroform. Okay. Former Judge Byron Perry Jr. was president over the trial in 2011, believed that Anthony may have accidentally killed her. With chloroform, authorities discovered that someone had searched for the keywords chloroform, how to make chloroform in Anthony's computer. There were possibilities that she may have utilized that to keep the baby quiet. Well, all those theories all put together is what the hell she did. So that's not a theory to me. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, be for real. Let's get to the real shit. And oh man, I wanted to show y'all a picture of though. Hold on. Now, I should have did this live a little later because I gotta get off, go cook, and do this, and done that, and then that. I'm really mad at myself right now. I really, really am. Because I should have did this after I cooked, so I could be on here for hours with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta cook and I want to do a live, a video of me cooking. Because damn, should have did this shit later. But that's all right. All right. Let's listen to Casey Anthony's Cell Buddy Part 1. Get your ears ready, y'all. Get your ears ready. I think she may have used too much of whatever she used to put her baby to sleep up in the trunk. She went out. You know what, Michelle? I'm glad you said that because check this out. Check this out. Now I can't show you because of copyright strike. I don't want nobody fucking with me, but listen to it though.
A period of time when
Damn, it's
I
low.
stood up for her because I was going through my own case and I've gotten the name calls and everything. So when people used to call her out like that and like say, "Where's Caylee? Where's Caylee?" I used to defend her because I really didn't believe anybody should be judged just because of something they did, and I thought she was innocent. So that's how we became friends. Later on, because we were in lock, we would talk through vents, through the door, or if one of us comes out to the day room, we'll sit at a table where we can face each other and talk. So when we were in the vent, I would ask her, like, so, how was your childhood? How did you, grow up? How was Caylee? And at one point, she told me that because she was young, she wanted to go out and party, but she didn't want to leave her baby with her mother. Why? It was my belief it was a little jealousy going on because the mother was very close to Caylee. So she didn't want to leave Caylee there. It was kind of like a fight for the best one to win with the love of Caylee, and it's really confusing. And
did she say that, or was that your impression?
The way she made comments, that's what it led to. Like, she would say, "Well, what's so special about Caylee? Why she could never care about me like that?" Stuff like that. So that impressed that it is something like that. Well, she said that she used to knock the baby out so she can go party. And she would put her to sleep, and then when she would come back, the baby would still be asleep, and the next day she's awake. So that's how that came up.
She just happened to tell you that in the course of because she didn't want her parents to, well, if she didn't want her parents to babysit, this is the part I don't understand, and maybe you don't know either, but where did she do this? Where was Caylee when she was knocked out? In other words,
that's the same thing they asked me, and I told them that I guess they were in the house because they lived together at their parents' house. So I don't know. I guess they were at the house.
Okay. So you never said where. It's like, so in other words, if she put her down, then they didn't really have any contact with each other.
Yeah.
While Caylee was even at their house.
Yeah.
She was asleep, and so it wasn't like they were interacting.
Yeah.
Is that the impression you get?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I got, because I know they did live together, so I guess.
Did she say it? And I'm reading your statement, so it said something about at home. I mean, did she say she would do that at home, and then when she got home?
At her home, which is her parents' home as well, so she would tell me it was at home when she would do it, and then she'll go out and then come back home.
And she would be there. And did she say what she used to knock her out?
I can't pronounce it. I can't pronounce it that well. Chloroform. I can't pronounce it. It's I don't know much about it, but I know it's some type of chemical. It's chloroform.
She said that?
Yeah.
What did she say? Tell me more about that.
I know that how she did it was she would pour it on like a rag, like a wash rag, and put it over the baby's face. So she'll inhale it, and that will knock her out.
Do you know where she got it?
After that point, I was kind of...
She told you that?
Yes.
She told you she would pour it on a wash rag and put it over her face?
To knock her out.
What was your reaction when you heard that?
It was real standoffish because, I have a little brother and sister, and I would never imagine to do something like that.
Can you hear it good, Michelle? You can hear it, right?
It was kind of hard because I was still in the belief of people deserve second chances. But even now, still watching the news and being in prison where there's more people that harm children, I'm against it now. It's when you traumatize a child, that's for life, especially when you take their life. So I'm kind of really not pissed about it, but kind of confused about it, how you would even be able to do that to your own child. So.
Now, when I read your statement to investigators, and I know they didn't give us the whole thing, they just gave us parts of
it was crazy.
They didn't put anything in there about it's chloroform. Is that what you're?
I guess I can't pronounce it. I really
That's
can't.
what she said. I mean, that's what you remember is chloroform.
Yeah.
They didn't put anything in our records about you telling them that. Did you tell investigators that? Okay, you did tell them this.
Wow.
And she didn't explain where she got it.
No, I never asked. I really didn't want to know. At one point, I really didn't want to know. Sometimes you ask questions you really don't want to hear the answers to, and that's the situation it was.
Did you, let's talk a little more about how you think there was a competition between her and her mother. She didn't want her mother to babysit?
No.
Why?
I guess because the way she explained it, that as growing up, she was very close with her parents. And then when Caylee was born, Caylee was the center of attention because she was the new baby. It's kind of like siblings. When the new baby comes along, the older ones feel left out. It was kind of like that. So she felt leaving Caylee with her more often, they will get a closer bond. And that's what she didn't want. So that's why she didn't allow them to babysit. I mean, she would leave the baby every now and then because I know she's told me that her parents used to take care of her. But if she didn't have to, she wouldn't.
Did she ever tell you about a nanny?
I'm not sure if it's true. Really not. When she first came to jail, we were both on the PC. And when we first started talking, the first time I asked her, well, what happened? She told me the baby was abducted by her nanny. And the second time, she said that the nanny came home, the babysitter came to her house to babysit. When she went out, that's when she last saw the baby with the nanny.
At her own house?
Yeah. So, really, it's true. I really don't believe there was a babysitter. I think it was just a cover-up for her. But she's mentioned it, but I don't think it's true. I really don't.
And I remember now that you said this, you told investigators she gave 3 different stories about that. And like the third one involved some sort of a kidnap note.
Yeah, that she came back from the club or wherever she was at, and that there was a note saying that the baby was kidnapped and not to report to the authorities. That was one of them.
Did she say any more about that note? Like, where was it? Why didn't she
give
it to
the investigators? It just said that she never said why she didn't give it to the investigators or anything like that.
So what did you think about that?
I'm not really sure because I could understand, like, if it was that case, I could understand you might be in fear of the baby's life. That's why you might not go to authorities. But the way things led to, I don't get it. I really don't. It's a very confusing situation. And I know for a fact that she does have mental disorders because when she came in, she was under psychops, which means mental evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
Don't they always do that with everybody, though?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
You are placed.
She didn't go on a psych ward after that.
No, she didn't. But I'm not sure if they took her off in county jail off of that. But she is in PC because the case is high profile.
Mm.
When she was there with me, the reason why we couldn't come out the cell together, we were the same custody, both PC. She was psychops. She had a psychops hold, which was mental health evaluation. The doctor has to come in every other day and ask her questions. She slowly graduates to her privileges like canteen, a blanket, all her uniform, her hygienes. You have to get those privileges.
Okay. But did she ever get out of that to the point where she was...
I'm not sure if they ever took her off.
Wow. Okay, so that's part 1 of her cellmate talking. Now, she said that in the beginning, she got close with her because she felt that everybody deserves a chance. Honey, allegedly, if this chick murdered her child, I bet she don't deserve no fucking chances. Okay? So she says, basically they became cool. And then she found out that she was saying to her, she did do stuff to her daughter, like put the chloroform over her daughter's face and stuff like that. and it would knock her out so that she can go out and party with her friends. And when she come back the next day, the daughter be wide awake and or whatever. It's crazy because the jealousy that she had with her mother, she wouldn't allow her mother to babysit and take care of her daughter. You want to go out and party? Have your mother babysit. She would not allow her mother to babysit and help her out. You know what I'm saying? Why? What is the hatred? Because you're jealous of your own 2 years old daughter. She was jealous of her daughter because the mother was giving her own granddaughter all this attention. Is that why allegedly she murdered that little girl? What it's just like, when you really look at, I really want to look at this whole case all over again, from the trial, from her getting on a witness stand, talking about what her dad did allegedly. Like, I want to get into this case big time again. I really, really do. That's something that I really want to do because I just find it freaking insane how they found this woman not guilty. What was she doing? Screwing the freaking attorney? Fucking the judge? Like, what the hell? I could not believe it. And now she is back again because she has a documentary on Peacock and she wants to let everyone know her story. Why don't you tell the truth? You cannot go to jail for it because it's double jeopardy. So she could come out and tell the truth now. Have anyone, I know it's just me and Michelle in here, but Michelle, have you seen her documentary yet? I have not seen it. I am going to watch it. And I wish we could watch it on here together. Can we? Can we watch it on here? Or would I probably get a strike for that shit too? Damn. Unless we go on Zoom or something like that. Right? We're going to have to do another movie night. We're going to have to do another movie night. We're going to have to do something because I really want to watch this. I would like to see it too. I wonder how can we do that without me getting a fucking strike on here, man? I can't show nothing on here. That shit pisses me off. I mean, it didn't make me mad because I got a strike, but it's like, what can I show? What can I not show? You see, I'm not showing I'm just doing the audio because I got to be careful of stuff. You know what I mean? Do you want to hear part 2? I'm going to try to figure out how could we see that. We might have to do it. Well, shit, we did a movie thing on here. A movie night on here, so. But no, that was different, though. You want to do part 2? All right, let's see what she said, part 2. All right, so this is, let me see. She told me she did it. She told me she did it. Part 2. I didn't hear part 2 or part 1. This is my first time.
I know our account cleared, and that's around 6 o'clock.
Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, because I mentioned about what I was doing, about wanting to write a book. So she asked me if I think that they would write a book about her, like a true crime book.
Yeah. And how was she asking it? Like, did she want somebody to or no? Could you tell?
It was more like, okay, I explained to her about what I wanted to do. And she was like, well, do you think somebody would want to write a book about me or interview me and write a book about me? I was like, well, probably. You're high profile. Probably.
She want to be famous.
One on me too. High profile. It was a conversation like that.
And you couldn't tell like whether she liked the idea or didn't like
I couldn't tell because we would do an event at that time. Okay. That's when I was above her and we talked to a little event in law.
How did you know that you were above one another to even be able to talk?
Well, all the cells are numbered 1 through 32. Downstairs is 1 through 16. Well, all the even number cells, they line up with each other.
So you just sort of know. You
Yeah.
just sort of know what it is. She talked about, I think, to you about having a child so young. What did she say about that?
That she didn't think that it was a good idea for her to have a baby at so young because she still wanted to live a life. She still wanted to party, still wanted to meet guys, go out there to clubs, and that she didn't think it was actually a good idea for her to have a child at so young. She felt like her life was being taken away because now you have more priorities to handle.
And what was your reaction when you were hearing her say that, and how was she saying it? Was she sort of saying it like explaining her? I mean, well, I don't know what the words in your mouth.
It was more like basically like just having a conversation, kind of explaining how she felt about actually having a baby at a young age. And I didn't really see nothing wrong with that. I mean, the circumstances, yeah, it's a wrong thing to say, but a lot of parents that have kids at young ages do wonder. Even my mom has wondered, maybe she would have went to college, maybe something else would have happened. So
you understood that?
I understood that, but not in the circumstances that we're in. So.
Right, you thought it was an odd thing for her to say when her daughter's missing and she's now talking about regrets about ever having her.
Yeah.
Just didn't seem like it was right at the time.
No, it didn't.
She told you her mother was telling her that she was an unfit mother?
Yeah.
What did she say about that?
That because of her wanting to drink and party all the time and all the different guys that she had around the baby, that her mother felt like she wasn't a fit mother, that she wasn't doing for her child. She was doing more for herself. She was being selfish. Which is true. It is.
Yeah. You called law enforcement, and let me ask you a little bit about that again, because you were having conversations, trying to get her, for whatever reason, to come out and maybe just talk to them and tell them whatever she really knew about whatever really happened, and that never really came to be, as you said. But at one point, why did you decide, in other words, if you were sort of talking to law enforcement at one point, to Brian Cross, and telling him that you were sort of maybe talking to her, I guess, did he know that you were talking to her?
He knew we were housed in the same dormitory and that we were, like, every now and then talking.
But he didn't know the extent.
No, I never told him anything that she ever told me or anything like that, because at the time I didn't want to get involved. It was another case. It was somebody else's case. I didn't want to get involved.
You were having your own case at that time. Okay. So when did you reach out?
Around Thanksgiving time last year, I was in here. I called through the phones and made a phone call.
Who'd you call?
Several different places, actually. I called the prosecutor's office, and it said call between 9 to 5 and gave me a list of numbers to push. There was no homicide, so I was like, okay. So then it was the Orlando Homicide Department. They said the same.
Orlando Police Department.
Yeah, they said the same thing. Finally dialed 911.
Back in last November.
Yeah.
And then who did they put you in touch with?
They transferred me to Homicide Department in Orlando. And I'm not sure who got on the phone, but they took my information down and came to see me in a couple weeks.
Okay. So as soon as you did reach out to them, they came. Okay. And what the document said that we got the other day said that you were not asking for anything in return.
No.
Is that true?
That's true.
Okay. You haven't even called your lawyer?
No.
Called anybody?
No. The only real thing I asked was not to get out into the media, because at first, when my case hit the media, I was placed in lock off rip, and it messed it up a lot because a lot of the articles that were written about me wasn't really the truth of what happened. So I was kind of scared about that happening again. Well, once it hit the media, I received your letter, and I was like, okay, well, I might as well now.
It's out there. It's out there.
It's out there now.
Because it was released, I forget when, last week.
Yeah.
Last week. Maybe, yeah.
So let me say one thing about this. Well, there's a few things about it, all right? This young lady is 100 telling the truth because she didn't have to come out and say anything. She didn't ask for no reduced time. Okay? Hold on, y'all. I gotta do something. Give me 1 second, y'all. I got something on my lip. I got you. So it is crazy, right, Michelle? She didn't, but you know what? This young lady, she didn't ask for no reduced time or anything, no special privileges or anything. She wanted to come out and tell what this chick Caylee did, and they still find a chick not guilty. Like, yo, this is fucking crazy, man. It's crazy. Unbelievable. Like, really. Let's finish listening to her.
So you, even in the future, you do not plan to ask for any break on your sentence. I just checked it today on the way here, and it's like 2037.
Yeah.
So you have like another 27 years to go, plus I guess some game time maybe.
Yeah.
You're not going to ask for anything.
No, because I'm fortunate to have that sentence, period. So I'm not going to ask for nothing in return. And I have my own court stuff that I'm working on. So this has nothing to do with me going home tomorrow or in a couple of years.
Hey, Sharon Nation, baby.
It's just conversations I have.
How are you, Mama?
Because, like I said, I never told everybody what she told me.
Wait a minute, girl.
People knew I talked to her, and people like my parents knew I knew stuff. And just like the first time, I told myself, it's the right thing to do. It's the second time, it's the right thing to do. So I'm not asking nothing for return. There's no need for it.
I haven't got your text.
So for her, I mean, at least the truth will be out. At least people can breathe. At least another person like that can never have children again and do it to them again. And plus, being in prison here where you have children everywhere, it makes you see it differently. It really does. I think it's simple as that. It's not right to hurt a child.
Right.
Some people think that, a life sentence, and I'm not going to make any judgment calls on this. She's facing a possible death sentence, but some people feel, and I just heard someone say this on one of the news programs yesterday, that a life sentence for someone who's a psychopath who doesn't care is sort of a cakewalk in a sense, because they're able to just go about their business, get letters. She was talking about in her letters to Robin Adams getting, letters from guys, and she's sort of giggling about it, and like you said, staring at herself in the mirror. I don't know. What do you think about that whole issue?
Well, it's different when you actually come to this compound or any other compound. It's different. You have people to tell you when you can take a shower, when you can use a bathroom. You have to sit up at certain times, what to wear, how to wear your makeup, how to wear your hair. I mean, how to walk down the compound.
Oh, I didn't check. Wait, you said you messaged me today? I didn't check my messages this morning. Give me a second. Then. I thought you meant like before. Hold on. Let me just finish playing this. You're free after 8 p.m. All right. I want to run something by you. Okay, Mama. I'm going to check my messages.
What to eat,
Miss your behind.
everything. So it's different when you actually hit this reality. It's completely different.
Prison is totally different than jail.
It's completely different. Completely. Everything. Like, I didn't believe it either because in county, I knew the officers. Everybody knew me. I was 18 when I came in. I was the little baby to everybody. When you hit this compound, you're just another DC number. You're not an individual. You're just another DC number. There's no getting to know officers and, play around with them. No, there's none of that. The food is a lot worse. Our canteen is a lot worse. The only thing we get cigarettes. I mean, it's different reality.
Well, that's part 2. And there's a part 3 too. There's also a part 3. We might as well play that part 3. So at least we could say, well, we did all 3 segments of, you know what I'm saying, of her. Okay, babe. All right. So I'm going to play part 3 of her. This one is, she told me she did it. Oh, okay, well, she told me she did it.
She was, because they have a board in confinement, and they have everybody's names with their cell numbers and what they're there for. Like mine said PC, hers said PC/psychops.
So, and as long as you were there, it always said that.
Yes.
Did she ever talk about that she was just upset because she was in the jail and she couldn't look for Caylee, or nobody was doing enough to find Caylee?
No.
Or anything like that?
No, she didn't. We did have conversations like, this food sucks. Regular conversations inmates have. But most of the time she was happy and go lucky and doing her hair in the little mirror that we have in the cell, ordering canteen every week, come out, use the phone, go outside, watch TV.
Use the phone?
Yeah, we were allowed to use the phone.
But she would use it because
in the very, very beginning.
Okay, all right.
Until it started going on to the TV, that's when she stopped.
Okay. But doing her hair, what do you mean? She's
like, standing in front of the mirror and just play with it and look at yourself. She was always smiling. People, I remember, especially in the beginning, her attorney would come every single night. Well, when she has to go out to see him, the officer pulls out of the cell. She has to be.
You're driving, Michelle. Be careful.
And put shackles on her feet. Well, to do that, they would have her in the day room, and she'll have to kneel on one of the stools. People will come on the door and say, "Casey, where's Caylee? Where's Caylee?" Just messing with her, and she'll just smile or turn around and say something to the officer. It didn't bother her. It really didn't. It didn't bother her at all. And like I explained to the investigators as well, you can tell when somebody has remorse. You can see it in them. They're not going to be able to smile. Even if they're smiling, it's a cracked smile. It's a painted smile that they put on their face. But when it's a family member, you can't even do that. When you have remorse over something, even when you're grieving over something, you can't. If she didn't do it, you would still see fear in her of what's going on.
Where's her daughter?
You didn't see none of that.
It's a shame because you can tell that she didn't have remorse. She was still at the club anyway. You know what I'm saying? She lied about a freaking nanny named Zanny, with a Zanny was a nanny, with the Zanny, with the nanny, with the Zanny was a nanny. Who's Zanny? The pill? Xanax? And even in prison, she's popping her hair, doing this and doing that and smiling, and lawyers coming there every night, the same lawyer. And you know what I'm saying? It was no remorse. And she already told what she did. See, a monster with guilt will always tell that one person, okay, their dirty secret. will always open their mouth and say something. Can't keep it to themselves. Always. And she did. She told this girl what she did to her daughter allegedly. Let's continue.
You didn't see any of that. It was, her eyes were always cold and she always had a smile on her face. Like there was no worry in the world.
Oh, you heard her? I say that all the time. The eyes tell everything. She said her eyes were always cold. And it looked like she has no worry in the world. Say no more. Say no more. You know, this little baby was 2 years old. 2 years old. Now what she wants a doggy biscuit because she has a documentary out now. She has a documentary out on Peacock. And I'm going to see it. I got to figure out how we could see it. And her friend, her ex-friend, also is speaking out. So this should be very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. And that's her ex-friend. Wonder why they broke up and they're not speaking. I sure will want to know that, and I will definitely find out that. Definitely. I am going to. Oh, Cheryl, you did text me, babe. I see you, my love. I can't wait. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Oh, we got to talk, girl. But that's yes. All right, so y'all like. What do y'all? I mean, there is so much stuff that I want to show y'all when it comes to this case, but when it comes to YouTube guidelines, I really gotta watch what I am doing now. You know what I'm saying? But let's listen to this real quick.
Investigators, police, onlookers, all standing up as the jury.
State recognized
one by one. They are seated.
And thus the defense.
It's low, you can't hear it. Let's see if I can find one that you can hear for God's sake. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
Those in the gallery, please do not express any sign of approval or disapproval under reasoning for You may publish first. The circuit court for the Ninth Judicial Circuit in Fort Orange County, Florida. State of Florida versus Caylee or Anthony. That's the case number 2008 CF 15606-7. That's to the charge of first degree murder. Verdict set to count one. Leave the jury, find the defendant not guilty. July 2011, signed full person. That's to the charge of aggravated child abuse. Verdict set to count two. Leave the jury, find the defendant not guilty.
One more count, y'all. This was the trial. So she was only guilty for lying to the officer. Other than that, she was free of charge with all her other freaking charges. Insane. Insane, guys. Unbelievable. I'm doing it now. I'm coming. Unbelievable, guys. You know what I mean? Doesn't make any sense. So I got some things I have to do online. I really wanted to do more. Well, I got on at what? 2:15. It's 3:15. So okay, so an hour and 15 minutes. That's good. I'm coming back on, y'all. Stay tuned for my upcoming video. I'm about to cook some chicken in the air fryer with a special sesame seed sauce with some asparagus and some chicken rice. So stay tuned for that video right now. I'm about to upload that. I'm about to cook it. And then we could come back and do another live. Okay. We got some kids and some other people that are missing. So we need to talk about that. Okay. I love y'all, Brooklyn Squad, and I see y'all later. Peace. I'm out. Thank you, Michelle and Cheryl Nation, for joining my live today. I appreciate y'all. I'm out, guys. Bye. Cheryl, I'm about to hit you up. Peace.